so high. Feet on the ground, but I still get by. Rules were made for someone else to try, but not me, not me. They said slow down, son, take your time. But I was born running every stop sign. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight. Every doubt just feeds the flame. Every scar reminds me why I came. I've been broke, I've been blessed, carry faith in an empty chest till now. The stars are down like good old friends, saying, boy, don't stop where the sky just ends. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight.
Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry, I had a little weird thing happening over here and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Let me know if you can hear me okay tonight. If not, let me know that too. Obviously, I'm just made some changes to try to get some things under control over here, and I don't know if everything's exactly as it should be now. I think it is, but you know how these things go with YouTube and Twitch. Anyway, I am back on the American Farms map. I'm still working on getting all the fields ready for the season and everything turned over while we wait for some other things to grow. And yeah, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is well. I'm missing something. What am I missing? There's something missing and I can't figure out what it is. You ever just like have that kind of a day when you're looking for something and you can't find it? Demon Slayer 23, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. That's not it. That's not it. Where the crap did I put it? Yeah, well, I'll worry about it later. How's things in the demon slaying world? So, I need to get a, stone collector, because we got a bunch of stone out here we got to get picked up. I gave up on trying to plow the second field myself because we started with this field, and for those of you that weren't here, when I started plowing this field, I did it with the 2.5 meter plow. I'm good, thanks, man. Good, 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 good. And it left behind a lot of stone, but it took forever. Wait, there's no stone now. Oh, there they are out here. I was gonna say, I know it left some stones, but it just took me forever because I was using such a small plow. So I decided to put it on a worker, and it's over here doing its thing on this other field now. So we're going to let it do its thing over here. Believe it or not, I'm running. But I'm old, so I only run so fast. There he is. Doing his thing. Look at him go. Look at him go. With his little tiny 2 meter plow. Hey, whatever. I did the entire other field myself. Alright, so let's go down and get... we're going to go down to the store and we're going to pick up a... We're going to get a stone collector. One of these, a stone picker. I thought there were some other ones in the game, like some basic ones that had like the old style, the old kind of older fashioned style. I don't know. Maybe I've lost my mind. But for the difference in price, we're going to go with the bigger one with the bigger arms on it. Because it's better. Bigger is better. Don't let her tell you otherwise. I know that was terrible. Sorry. Rim color. I think we should make the rim color black. They're gonna get all dirty anyway. It's not gonna really matter. We're gonna purchase that. All right, let's go find it. So how in the world is everyone? Hey, listen, I'm having a pretty good week here. It's been a little hectic, but it's been fun. It's been good. I hope you're all having a good week. Our corn's growing pretty good over here. Still needs a couple more stages before we can harvest it. And our soybeans are still a little bit yet from being harvested. I was thinking about mowing this grass over here though, just because why not? Oh, sugar, turn. Oh, not that far. Oh, I drive so bad. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking about doing that, and I wasn't sure. I was thinking grass or hay. Which do I want? But I don't think I need it to be hay because I can put it in the big fermenting silo, and if we decide we want to dry it, there is a production in there to dry that grass into hay. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. It's kind of one of those things, you know, where you're just kind of thinking about it, but you're not 100% committed yet. It's half my life, by the way. School bus. Hold please. I gotta fix that too. Somehow I put that on top chat. Why did I do that? I don't want that on top chat. I want that on all chat. Here we come. We're on our way. Dum, 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 dum. Oh my gosh, guys. You know, I was working today. I was out working, and my daughter said to me, she sent me a picture. She had been at the shelter in town, the animal shelter, not the people shelter, but they had some kittens they've been trying to foster out, and so she went down to look at them, and she ended up getting a couple kittens. One to foster and one to adopt, and then I think she's probably going to adopt both of them in the long run. But which is, by the way, I'm going to just say this because I have to say it now that we're talking about it. If you're going to get an animal, please go to your local shelter and see if you can find one on a great, perfect fit for you, because those animals need homes. They really need homes. Anyway, so she says to me, the other day she had mentioned to me that a woman had come in there while she was there the first time, and she had a Labradoodle, which is half poodle, half lab, and she was trying to surrender it because she just couldn't take care of it anymore. And he's only 4 years old. And at the time she mentioned it, I said, "Oh man, Labradoodle, I'd love to have a Labradoodle." She sent me pictures today, right? Where do you think I ended up? I haven't finalized anything yet, but I'm seriously thinking about adopting him. He's such a big brute of a dog, but he's such a baby. And you know, I have my dog passed away 3 years ago now, so I haven't had another dog for the last 3 years, right? But I love dogs. How many of you guys have dogs? Everybody have dogs? You should all have dogs. Dogs are the best. And we already have 4 in the house here. We had six at one point. One of them she got older and passed away, and then another one had an untimely accident, but so we'll be back to 5 in the house if I go ahead and adopt him. I'm thinking about it. I'm seriously thinking about it. I left there and that woman said, "Here's the paperwork in case you want it." I was like, "Oh man." You do? You have a dog? Yeah. I love dogs, man, and I miss my dog. I had her for a long time. Some of you guys probably remember her, but if you've been around the channel for a while, you probably heard me talk about her. But she was a great dog, but she got sick, and but she lived 13 years, so not terrible for a retriever. But yeah, she got these kittens. Like, she brought home these kittens. One of them's too little to adopt yet. It was Purdy, Purdy. Yeah, she was a sweetheart. She ended up coming down with a strange form of blood cancer, and I guess it's not uncommon in retrievers. So I didn't. You were close though, man. Good job. But anyway, these kittens are wild. They're only little because they're only like, I don't know, like 8 weeks old, right? But they're like crazy. I told her, I'm like, these cats are gonna be like, they're gonna be tearing the curtains down. She's like, nah, they're not that bad. I'm like, I'm telling you, you wait and see. Cats can be fun, but they can also be a lot of work. Oh, I don't have a GPS module on this, dang it. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna run this one. We're going to reset. We're gonna put on our lines. What the heck? Why are those lines like that? I don't know what that's about. Reset. We are going to, let's get turned here so we're on about a 180. Is that right? 354. So 350. Yeah, that's about right. 355. Track. Reset. Reset. Snap. You guys ever use advanced vehicle? That's what this is, and it's basically another form of GPS, but it's much more manual than a lot of GPS versions, but it has a lot of other things in it. Will do too. It'll automatically turn around on the field for you. It will. You can set rows, so it'll skip certain amounts of rows, or to go a certain direction, or to do. It's like all kinds of crazy stuff. You can turn on 4-wheel drive or turn it off from there. Bunch of cool stuff. I use it a lot because I like it for fields that have straight lines. You know, if it's not a straight line, it's not going to do you much good. But if you're working in straight lines, it's pretty good. Now, realistically, I should have gone up to the back side of the field where it's straight and set my lines up there. But this is 170 degrees right now. This should be pretty close to straight, in theory. Unless it's not, in which case we'll always think it should have been. I only use the GPS the Giants gave us, but I have mod that makes it more useful at the turns. I also have that mod. Yep, that's a great one. Beck in 1239, welcome into the stream. Good to see you this evening. Yeah, I like that one a lot, but it doesn't work on square corners. They have to be somewhat rounded. But this doesn't work on anything but square corners. So they both have their place, right? Let's see if this will turn now. Now watch this. He's going to turn around and lock back on. Totally did that without touching anything, except one button. That's one of the things I do like about it. Now up by the farmhouse, near the farmhouse, up by the pond, there is a pile of stones. And those stones, this will get added to that pile. Those stones are there because there's a machine up there that turns the stones into lime. So if you want to make your own lime, you can take a loader and load the machine up. It's kind of a way to save some money. It's just because it doesn't understand what's going on with the corners. That's all. It the corner comes together too square, and it doesn't know how to negotiate that. It could probably be fixed. There's probably a way to work around it, but I don't think it really. Most people don't really care. They just use it for like natural shaped fields. I think the guys that made Courseplay actually made that, if I remember correctly. Which I probably don't, but if I remember correctly. More often than not, I don't usually remember. Usually just stop it. Yeah, I mean, you can just stop it and turn the thing around and put it back on the line, right? It's one of those things, how much automation is too much automation. Hold on one second, guys. I gotta get rid of that. How about this? How about you? What am I doing here? Go. Mute. I don't know. There we go. Harvest Horizon 25, how are ya? Welcome to the stream. I'm good, thank you. How are you doing tonight, sir? Cool, cool. Welcome in. So we're on American Farmlands this evening. I've been trying to jump around between a couple of different save games that I have going. It's just still my favorite by all means. Well, of course it would be because I built it. Oh gosh. Well, if everybody's having a good week. What's today, Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So we're about halfway into the week. For me, it's my first day back to work for the week. I usually have Mondays or Tuesdays off, and it was a pretty slow day, pretty comfortable. Hey Turtle, how you doing? Thank you for catching that. I thought I had it, but apparently I clicked the wrong thing and it didn't do the thing, and then you clicked it and it did something. Is it on console? No, it's... Unfortunately, I have never been able to get a mod approved on the mod hub. I have tried for 3 games now, and they just do not like my mods, and I don't know why. I run them through the test program and everything, and they come up with no errors, no problems, and somehow they get rejected. The last excuse was the mod was too simple. I'm like, what? I've seen gas tanks on there that were all the same gas tanks with 3 different modders making them. What I don't understand. But so this map is only PC available, and actually this version of it is not quite finished, so it's not quite ready to go out to the public yet. But there is a version out. Just this one isn't out yet. I hope the people that made vehicle trade-in mod gets it fixed. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It was working good, and now it kind of isn't. Am I a farmer in real life? No, I'm not a farmer in real life. I have always had an interest in it. I grew up in Washington State, where there was a lot of agriculture. I did work on some farms when I was a kid. Even did some combining for a couple of summers. But it's been a lot of years since I did that. And Now I just play a farmer on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, that's where all my stuff is on itch. It's under Asylum Modding. For anybody who's interested or looking for any of that kind of stuff. Any of my videos should have it linked in the descriptions. Or you can just go to, excuse me, or you can just go to itch and then search for Asylum Modding. I'm sort of a farmer. That's cool. Do you have sort of a farm, or do you work for somebody else? I'd like to have a hobby farm, to be honest. Darn it. There it goes again. Subbed. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I'm sorry, for some reason my YouTube, what you call them, notifications are not working tonight, and I don't know why. So unfortunately, I did see it, but it didn't come up, and I apologize for that. I need to go in and take some time and go through all of that stuff and make some changes, because clearly some stuff's not working. Jewel the Jet 9140. I wonder what the 9140 stands for. It's got to be something. How you doing, Jewel? Welcome to the stream. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Y'all come in, grab a seat, get a cold drink. Oh, look at that, it did work. Harvest Horizon, thank you for the subscription. Worked after all. It was just delayed. Well, that was weird. Why did I do that? I think I did that. I think I hit the wrong button. Oopsie. YouTube added that? Oh, so it's not like something you picked. It's not like a special something or other. Gotcha. I missed a whole row now because of that thing glitching like it did. Stupid machine. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Followed you on itch. Sadly, I don't use any of your mods. Why not? You should use all of my mods. They are wonderful mods. So, to be honest with you, a lot of those were made for specific map projects that I was working on. As far as I know, they all work on other maps as well, but a lot of people don't really know much about them because they weren't like put out there. They're not on Mod Hub or anything, right? So, well, you know, it is what it is. But they're there if you want any of them. Stuck them up there for the community to use. And like I said, some of them were for projects. There'll probably be more before it's all said and done, because I've got more projects in mind. I just haven't done any more yet. But thank you for following. you're starting a channel like me, what are my tips? Probably the biggest thing I would tell you is be consistent. There are going to be times at the beginning where you're going to feel like you're just sitting there playing your game and nobody's watching. I would tell you to practice talking to people even if they're not there, because people may come back and watch your VODs afterward, and if you're talking to them, they're still getting something from that, you know. But the consistency is the biggest thing. Almost any streamer will tell you that. If you want to build a channel, if you want to grow your channel, you need to be consistent. People want to know when they can find you. They want to know where they can find. What the hell is happening here? They want to know where to find you and when to find you, and try to stick with that. If you say I'm going to be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and yeah, chat with yourself. Just pretend there's somebody else in the room. Just have a conversation. I do it a lot. When I first, especially earlier at the beginning of each stream, there's usually nobody here to start with, but I still welcome everybody in and, you know, say hello and all those things, because I know that people will eventually wander in, you know. It's kind of the way it is. I'm still going to school. So, going to school isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's probably a good thing. I'm not going to school anymore. I'm far too old for that. And you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But, going to school doesn't really stop you from being consistent. You just need to find a time that's going to work for you. Find an amount of time you're willing to put out there, because you know, again, this goes back to that same thing. So if you tell people, hey, I'm going to be on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock, right? But then you don't come on, then they're going to be like, well, he never shows up when he says he's going to be, right? So they're going to stop looking for you. But also, if you say, hey, I'm going to do a 3-hour stream every week. Well, if you start doing an hour and a half, people are going to be like, oh, wait, what's happening here? So just try to stick to what you say. If you're not sure about something, say you're not sure about it. It's okay. You don't have to be 100% sure. God knows, 95% of the time I have no idea what the heck is happening from one minute to the next. And I'm not saying, I'm not joking when I say that. I honestly, there's a lot of days when I don't know what time I'm going to stream or if I'm going to stream. I try to stay consistent with my schedule. I try to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But it doesn't always happen, because sometimes I just can't make that work. You know? And that's okay. Just, you know. And being on Xbox doesn't mean anything. So one of the best console streamers I know, Mr. Sealy P. If you watch any of his stuff, he's great. I love Mr. Sealy P. I've been watching him for a long, long time. Even though he's a console streamer and I'm not, I still find his content very valuable, because he takes a lot of time to drill down details and information that you might not get other places. It's not relevant that he's on a console or not on a console, you know. So I don't think being on a console or being on a PC, I don't think either one of those matters really when it comes down to it. And listen, the other thing I would say is, if you love a game and you want to play it, then do it. But if you decide you want to play something and nobody's really interested in it, that doesn't mean you can't play it. And the reason I bring that up is because there's been times when I was streaming, well, a few years back before I took my break, I was I was streaming Farm Sim a lot and had a fairly consistent, fairly large audience. And on Fridays we would fire up Wreckfest and we would play Wreckfest, and I would have much smaller audience. But I didn't stop doing it because I love the game. I just wanted to play it. So to me, that's, you know, you're not always going to please everybody. It's okay. Do what makes you happy. Life's too short to try to please everybody else. I'm your new favorite streamer? Oh gosh, you need higher standards, dude. You know, I've only been back to streaming now for a little while, but I'm having a good time doing it again. But the difference is now, when I first started streaming, my goal was to make it a career thing, and I was going to do it full time and make a living at it, and that was going to be my job, to stream every day. Well, it didn't work out, and now it's okay. But now I have a different job, and I do it because I enjoy doing it now. And I think it makes a big difference. I just like hanging out with people and playing a game. I'm nice to everybody, dude. I got no reason not to be nice to you. I don't even know you, right? So like really, I only know you from here, right? So why not be nice to you? I got no reason not to be. See that picture on the front of the channel when you first come in, and there's the old farmer that's hanging out there? That's me. Believe it or not, that's a characterization of me, and I have the long beard and the long hair and the, you know, flannel shirts in the winter, and it's just, I'm just a laid back little country boy. How's your weather? I don't know. My weather, let me see. I can't see out the window, it's dark. No, I'm kidding. It's been pretty decent, actually. The last few days has been pretty comfortable. It's been in like the 80s. Still a little hotter than I'd like it to be. I'm ready for fall. I've had it with the heat. But remember, like, I'm in the car most of the day, all, you know, taking things to where they need to go. And so when you're sitting in the car, it gets hot. Even if you're moving with the air conditioning on. Alright, Harvest, we'll see you next time. Take care. Oh, I saw these goats today. I was out, I had to make a delivery out in one of the out near one of the farms. It's about, I don't know, 25 miles outside of town, and they had these goats, right? And these goats were jumping like from the roof of their little goat shed like onto each other, and I'm like, what the heck is happening? I didn't know goats would do that. But like, one of them would be walking by and the other one would jump off the little roof and jump on the other goat. It was pretty fun. I sat there and watched them for a few minutes. It was pretty funny. Quite enjoyed it, actually. Alrighty. Is that running? Oh no, that's the thing behind me. That's the silos. Okay, so I did a thing here. We were talking the other night when I was on stream. I think, I don't know who was here and who wasn't. So if you weren't here and you didn't hear it, then we'll just explain it a little bit. But these are all liquid silos. They are all like liquid fertilizer silos, but because the liquid products, I'm going to say products that are used with the soil and fertilizer mod are technically fertilizers. These allow you to put them in. So I set 5 of these down here, and I put 5 of the most common things that we're using on the fields in these things because you can refill them right here. And I thought this was a good way. You got yourself in trouble. Jewel the Jet. Please refrain from using too many symbols. Look what you did. Look what you did. Anyway, I thought this was a good way to make a little better use. Instead of having to have 75 tons of friggin' containers around, I thought this might be better. So far, so good. But there's one downside. I can't dump back into them. So, if I fill the machine up and we don't use it all, then I got a problem. Because I can't dump the stuff back into the silo. So I haven't quite figured that out yet. It's making my brain work a little bit on how I might make something to use with this mod. But we'll see. We will see. All right, let's look at the... come on. Well, save already. What are you doing? Oh, that feels getting close now. He's making progress over here. He or she, I don't know. I don't know who's in the... Anyway. Okay, so I want to know... Whoa. Huh. For crop. It's not, I don't have anything in there. I don't know why it's saying that. What's happening? It's lying. That's what it's doing. It's telling tales. Gosh, the Streamlab bot is going crazy. Slow down. You're going to hurt yourself. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so technically we need compost or manure or chop straw on that field, on the one we were just messing with. And we totally need all of these. I think what we're going to do is, I think we'll do, why do I need, okay, because one's an N and one's a P. So this is nitrogen, and P is P phosphorus, I think, and K is potassium. So NPK, you hear that all the time, right? NPK, we need to use NPK on the as fertilizer. Well, that's what those things are. So in this case, we could use AMS or AN, which is AMS. I don't know what that is. It's off the top of my head. AN is anhydrous, and you can see the difference. Like this is 243 pounds per acre. This one only requires 141 pounds per acre. The reason being is anhydrous has a much higher nitrogen composition to it. So when you look at these, you can kind of compare them. Like I'm using MAP instead of DAP simply because I only need 3 gallons of that, where I would need 4 of this. Excuse me 1 second, guys. Something is beeping at me. Okay, we can do that. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. Okay, sorry. Most people, I don't really make it very public, but I'm type 1 diabetic and I'm on an insulin pump. I've been for years. And every now and again, it will beep at me and be like, hey, you need to look at this. So that's what that was. And when it beeps, I don't have the luxury of being like, oh, I'll look at that later. I can't. Anyway, timed me out for that. I know. It's just atrocious, Jewel. It's atrocious. Anyway, so so when you start comparing what you're going to use, like potash or liquid potash, for instance, 63 pounds per acre or 8 gallons per acre. Well, I would rather use the 8 gallons per acre myself. So I prefer to use the liquid. But, everybody has their own preference. So when you look at your treatment plan, you can kind of figure out what you want. In this case, I'm going to use AN, I'm going to use MAP, and then I'm going to use liquid potash. And those are going to be my 3 that I'm going to use on that field. And that's going to be that field we were just plowing. And anhydrous wouldn't necessarily be typically applied with a sprayer like this that I am aware of. I think, if I remember correctly, it does require a toolbar. But that's kind of a guess because I don't know for sure. It's something you would have to ask like an actual farmer, not a YouTube farmer. And I do have an anhydrous toolbar in here, I just haven't set it up yet. So this one that's starter. This one is MAP. That one's urea, which is also an N. Whoa, and that's another one. You can use, oh, I don't have the right things in here. That's the liquid potash. So I don't have any anhydrous, but you can use urea or, but it's not what I need right now, actually. So, we could do the MAP to start with, and then we come back and put the, but again, I think you're supposed to have a toolbar for anhydrous. Oh, that ain't what I wanted. Oh, it's gonna be. See, it'll hold all the different. See how it holds all the different things. See, but it only holds one. So you got all these things available in it. You gotta find which one's in it. That's why I walked past them to see what was in them. So that's MAP, so we'll fill that up. It's gonna take a second. It's you know what the problem is? You know what the problem is, Jewel? You're moving faster than it is. It doesn't know what to do with that. Let's see if I can reach this stupid thing. Crap. Haha, you didn't even know I was gone, did you? I wasn't really gone, I was just across the room. You heard that though, didn't you? It's cherry Coke. It's a Coke Zero. I like the cherry Coke Zero. It's like one of the very few sweet things that I get, and it's not sweet because it's not really got sugar in it, but it's sweet. Does that make any sense? Don't spill it on your PC. I've done that before. I dumped a can of Diet Mountain Dew in the PC one time. That happened years ago. Yep. Blew the motherboard up. It's kind of a funny, looks like waves. I don't know why. See, there's your mod right there, Beckon. There it goes, around the corner. That's the one you were talking about, right? I like it. I use it a lot. I'll see that right there is that I've been wondering about for a while now. That gave me a notice saying that the field had enough coverage, but I've only covered a part of it. So how does that make sense? So it's I think it's a little glitch in the mod, but I don't know. I need to get a hold of one of the guys that developed this mod and find out what they have to say about it. Were you around when that happened? Do you remember that? It was back in the early days, but you might have been already following the channel back then. I don't remember. There's some, yeah, well, heard the story. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it made me so mad. I had to go out and buy a brand new PC because I couldn't get it running. And then I let the thing set for about 6 months, and I was like, one day I was like, I wonder if this thing will start now. And I hit the button and it fired right up. But it still had issues at that point. It was just like, nah, I'm gonna get rid of it. But I'd already bought a new one anyway, so. Yeah, it might have been. It was, yeah, that's about right. Yep. tram lines. Not really, because let's be honest, this doesn't need tram lines. Well, we got more stuff to spray on it, so it will at some point, but the only thing is I don't want to move on to the other products just yet, because I still have quite a bit of material in here, and I need to spray that other field, so I probably will just use that other material on the other field down there once that guy's done. He's almost done. But then I gotta pick up the rocks too, so there's that. Well, it's gonna take time. It's just, you know, it's one of those things. Around 17 times. You know, I remember 17 a little bit. It was a really different time. I'm saying. Whoa, what just happened? It's playing a game that I don't want to play. Okay. Sorry, is it still working on that side? There it is. I guess I could start picking up the inside edges of the... Let's do that. Let's pick up the rocks on the inside. We do not have a GPS anyway, so we might as well just set up this old girl to do the job. That should be about right. Have you ever played the Map AS main game FS25 map? What is the Map AS? You have confused me greatly. Starts with an H. Don't know the name. Oh, the Asian map. Hunan. That Thai. No, it's not. That's probably not right. But Hunan something or other. Well, to be honest with you, no, I haven't. And okay. Let me just say it, because now you brought it to my attention. I have to say it. I don't like that map. I don't know what it is I don't like about it. I just don't care for it. And so, for me, I've not played it because I just never had any real interest in it. Have you played it? I wanted to do like the whole rice farming and all that stuff with it. I was all excited about it when it first came out. I was like, I'm gonna play this. This will be cool. But I just it never really, I don't know, I just never really got excited about it. I wanted to be, I just didn't, I don't know. Zalunka. So that one was actually that's actually a really good map if you are into the kind of like the Polish, Eastern European style stuff. It's actually really not a bad map. I like it better than Hunan. Um, I've played it some, but not a ton. It reminds me a lot of Sosnovka. Did you ever play Sosnovka? That was in 20... Was it 19 or 22 that Sosnovka was a... I can't remember. It was one of those. And it reminds me a lot of that map. And I liked Sosnovka, and I played that one quite a bit too. 17, yeah. Yeah, sounds about right. But you know, again, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, not every map is going to be right for every player. There's some people who are just not going to enjoy certain maps, and that's okay. I'll be honest, a big reason I play a lot of the maps that I play are because they are North American maps. And I know that to some people that's probably kind of like bias or whatever, but this is where I live, so why wouldn't I? You know what I mean? It's just, it's the same thing like some of the guys that are building maps for like South America because they live down there, you know? Of course they're going to build them for there. It makes sense that they would. Oh god. Oh god, this is gonna suck. We're gonna hit each other. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh. Alright, now stop. I gave up first. It's weird because I'm not usually one to do that. I've noticed the like some of the European maps are pretty good, but again, you got guys that are over there that are like, no, 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 we got to have this map. You know, look at Bali Spring and all Oxygen David stuff, right? That stuff is just way better than what Giants puts out most of the time. Although this last time, the one we got with the fishing expansion, it's actually a really good map. I've quite enjoyed that map. So it's not that they're not capable, because they do make some decent maps. It's just they're not always spot on, and it goes back to the same thing. You can't please everybody all the time. So what you end up having to do is pick an area, make a map. Next time, make a different map, because there were 12 people that were like, no, we didn't like that one. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. You're not going to please everyone. You know, it's funny because I've said it a lot of times in my streams. I've said multiple times. People ask me all the time, where did you learn to make maps? Well, I learned most of what I know, or started out in the beginning, learning that stuff from Stevie. And if you notice, most of Stevie's maps are, I'm going to call them quasi North American maps. And what I mean by that is, his intention is that they're North American style maps, but they're Not exactly like they wouldn't be compared with like Alma or um, I don't know, the new one Lancy Boys got coming out, or you know what I mean. It's it's hard, I think, to capture that feel if you don't live in that kind of an area. So it kind of makes sense to me. It would be like me trying to make a Eastern European map. I don't know anything about Eastern Europe. How am I going to make a map for that? You know what I mean? So I just think it's a part of why people have preferences and they play what they know because they're comfortable with it. And you know, I just think that's what it is. Now, the truth is, I could be completely full of baloney. I may be telling you something that's completely not true, but that's just my take on it. It's my perspective on it. As if you're over on YouTube tonight, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, the like, and the subscribe. That helps out a huge amount on YouTube. And for you Twitch folks, if you're not following, I would love it if you give me a follow. If you're following already, but you've been thinking about subscribing, you can use your Twitch Prime subscription, and costs you nothing, but it helps the channel here, helps kind of support my efforts. Or you can just subscribe if you'd like. I am an affiliate, and so I can, you know, you can do subscriptions and all that over here. I just try not to push that stuff too much because I feel like it's like a kind of an annoyance. You guys can see that who can take subscriptions and who can't, right? I don't have to be like annoying about it. But anything you do is a big help, so I appreciate all of it. Just coming in and hanging out. Just, you know, even if you just share the stream with your friends. Hey, look at this guy streaming over here. He's a wacko, but you should check him out. You know, that's a good thing. It helps me out a lot. Maybe leave out the wacko part, but no, don't really actually. Tell him I am. It'd be good. It'd be good. I'd be like, what's wrong with this dude? You can be like, I don't know. Nobody's been able to figure it out. We've been trying for years. I will say, in the future, probably within a few weeks, there will probably be fewer streams on YouTube and more on Twitch, and more video content on YouTube, because it just kind of makes sense. And I've had a hard time with the stream really working properly on YouTube. So that may swap around a little bit, but you know, it doesn't cost anything to become a Twitch member. You can open an account on Twitch for free. So you could always come watch on Twitch if you wanted. You don't have to, but you could. And if I do a stream on Twitch that I don't do on YouTube, I will upload it to YouTube, so that, you know, YouTube followers can see it as well. But I don't really know if it's going to happen that way or not yet. I'm trying to work out a couple of things, and if I can get everything to work properly, then I won't do that. But if I continue to fight with YouTube, then I may do it just to protect my own sanity, of which I don't have a lot left. Do you guys play with stones on in your game? So here's my thing, and like, I've been back and forth about this, but I like the stones on because I can use them for things. Like I said, I created just a little production that sits over there by the stone pile, and we put in stones into the production, and it comes out as lime. So that's why I like to use it, because I think it's a good thing, but not everybody likes them. I don't know. I like the weeds too. I leave the weeds on, and people are like, "Why would you do that?" I'm like, "Well, because I get to spray the weeds." I don't know. What was the FS17 map called? Rattlesnake something. Rattlesnake something. Gosh, that's a good question. Who made it? Do you remember who made it? Not that that's going to help me remember the name of it. I'm just curious. I don't remember. Rattlesnakes. Anybody else know? Would have been a FS17 map. Rattlesnake something. Rattlesnake Gulch. Rattlesnake Junction. Rattlesnake in my boot. I don't know. There's a snake in my boot. It's a rattlesnake. Joe put it there. Come on, little tractor, dig. Dig, you can do it. It's just a little... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop that. That was interesting. It's just a little bit of dirt. It won't hurt you. We had a little weird lag there. Did you see that? I thought we were going to crash. I played it a lot? Oh. Well, sugar, I don't know. I played it a lot, huh? Did I play it by myself, or was it like a multiplayer game? That one pulled me into the rocks when I jumped. Oh, that's right. I remember that happening. I don't remember the name of the map, though. It was a 4X, I think. I do remember that happening now that you mention it. But I can't remember the name of the map. That's a really good question. But now that you mention that, yeah, you jumped in and lagged real hard and ended up crashing or something, didn't you? Did you crash into the rocks that were along the road or something? Gosh, I had forgotten all about that. That was funny too. You know, who was there at the time that happened? Oh, Jordan. You remember JD Mods? I haven't talked to him in a long while. I know that he was dealing with some stuff with his dad's farm, but he was on the server at the time. I remember, because he played on that server a lot with us. Yep. Yeah, he was a good modder. Like I said, I don't know what he's doing now. I know he at one point I had talked to him, and he was dealing with, there was some stuff going on with his dad's cattle station, and he was trying to get his dad, help his dad get it squared away, and he was working for him and living on the station at the time, so he wasn't playing much. But that was like a year ago, or maybe more, that I talked to him last. I'm gonna have to reach out to him. Rattlesnake Valley. That's it. That was it. You're right. Rattlesnake Valley. And stop using all the capitals. You have made my bot grumpy tonight. I don't even know why that bot's in there right now. It's not supposed to be. I kicked it out of my stream, and it's still showing up, but I don't know why. I unmodded it. Hold that thought 1 second. I might know how to fix this. Boy, it deleted everything you put in here. What? No. Why did it do that? That makes no sense. Huh. That is so weird. I don't know why I did that. Sorry. Heh. Very strange. Okay, well, I think I fixed it. I made you a moderator, so that should make it harder for the bot to kick you out now. What are you doing over there? Stop doing that stuff. I'm gonna let that guy come around and make the corner because I don't know what they're gonna do. Sometimes these AI workers are a little unpredictable. You sent me a link to it, to Rattlesnake Valley. Maybe I'll have to see if I can convert it. That'd be fun. I bet I could. Alright, you make all the buildings in Blender and I'll do the rest. Okay? Well, that's the part I'm not good at, so I gotta find someone to do that part. The Blender stuff. I was just looking at, in fact, yesterday I had FS22 fired up, and I was looking at the Coming Home map, and I thought, you know, one of these days I'm gonna redo that one too for the next game. But I don't think I'm gonna do it for this game. I think I'm gonna wait until the next game comes out, but I don't know yet. Do you remember that map? This is the last one I made for 22. There's another one that I really enjoyed, that one. There's a lot of assets on there though that I created myself, and I was looking at it and I thought, wow, the amount of stuff I would have to recreate to get this map right. It's not going to be a couple of week map. It's going to, you know, it would take months to get it done right. I shared some of the similarities to this map, but not the same. Just some similarities. Yeah. 17 was good from a map perspective. I think I made a few maps for 17, and I made a few for 19, and then 22 I think I only did 2. 15 I only made the 1. That's not really true. I made 1 and then I made it into a 4X. Do you remember the one with the really big hills, Lost Valley? Everybody said the hills were too big, and I was like, what? What's wrong with you? Just get a bigger tractor. That was a good map. I love that map. That was a lot of fun. And then 22, I converted over. I don't remember who made the original map, but I converted the Lost Islands, which was a 17 map, but I converted it over to 22 for one of the guys in the Discord, and I put it up on my itch, and actually quite a few people downloaded it. Thought it was really good. That was a fun one. It was a really simple map, and it was all on some islands, but it was a lot of fun. Now I've gone a little crazy with this one, and I just need to stop. I just need to be done with it, finish it. Just need to stop. Stop adding stuff. I can't help it. I've had quite a few people ask me if I put alfalfa and clover in it. I keep telling them no, I'm not doing it. I said, why? I don't need it. Why would I put it in there? They said, well, we want it. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't need it. Why would I put it in there? I'm still considering it. I just haven't gotten that far yet. I think what I'm going to do is I have another base map that's got a lot of the multi-fruit in it. So I was thinking that I would use that to rebuild this map onto, because there are some inherent issues with this map, and you heard me talk about that before if you've been in the stream at all. And so it would be a good opportunity to add some of those extra things that people want. As well as fixing some of the little issues with the map here. It's just a lot of time. So much time. And God knows I don't have enough of that. Geez, stop plowing already. I think you've got it all. No, he's going to make one more full lap around the map. You know why? Because it's going to make me go around and fill the hole in. Oh, gosh. Stop it. You're making a hole. Stop it. You guys, did you see the announcement about the bananas? Oh gosh, I'm almost out of gas. I gotta go up and get fuel. When the expansion comes out with the soybeans and the alpacas, they're also adding bananas, and what it's going to be, essentially what you're going to have is banana groves, and you'll be able to plant banana trees, sort of like the new. It's going to work the same way that the new coffee fields work. You'll basically draw a line around the piece of land where you want to plant it, and it will plant everything so that it establishes straight lines and the right spacing and all that stuff, which is cool because that's one of the biggest reasons why I don't do anything with grapes and olives, because they're impossible to get right, and then I can never get the equipment up and down between the lines. But so the banana trees will be like that, and then you'll there's a whole blog post about it over on Giants, but once you get the bananas all grown on the trees, you'll have a machete and you can hand harvest them, where you cut them and hang them on this rack, and it will transport them down to the wash plant where they'll get cleaned and prepped for shipment. I think it's kind of cool. And then once you harvest them, you can go back with the machete and chop all of the plants down to just little stems, and they'll grow back. Like for the next harvest, you won't have to replant. Kind of reminded me of the was it sugar cane? I think it's sugar cane. When you harvest it, it grows back after. Did you guys pick up on the lines yet? On the tracks yet? Have you noticed the dimpled tracks all over the place? Anywhere where there's dirt or mud, you're going to see these tracks forming. So this is the plant that I was telling you about. So you put in... What the heck? I thought I heard something behind me. You put in stones in here, and then it will produce lime. Let's see, is it just a single recipe? One in stone, one out lime. Super simple. That's all it does. It's a little slower than I wanted it to be. I should speed it up, but I haven't gotten around to it. And then next to it over there is the cement factory. So you put in stones, but you add water as well, and you get cement bricks, cement bags, and roof plates. So that's that one over there. The only real difference in the two is that this one holds water as well. That one doesn't. Same basic plant. And this one has lots of junk around it because I added a bunch of decoration to it. Now, if I take this other tractor, I'll show you how this works. Oh, I meant to. I gotta unhook it. We need fuel first, though. We got the blink, blink, blinkies going on with the fuel. Stat. You still have those maps on 17? Nice. You know, I have a bunch of old stuff kicking around on some old drives, but I don't know exactly where those drives are at the moment. When I moved up to my daughter's, I mean, I have a really nice space that they had built for me and everything, and so I have my own my own space, and unfortunately, that made it all too easy to tuck stuff away here, tuck stuff away there. Now I'm kind of like, where the heck did I put that? Realistic fueling. That is the mod. That's why it's taking so long to fill up. On some of the big tractors, it'll take 10 minutes to fill it. It pumps at like at the speed what you would really see if you were filling a tractor up with fuel. Kind of cool. Anyway, I think we're gonna go with that's enough for now. We'll come back and do this later. Jim, Jordan, Bryce, Jules, and there was someone else, forgot the name of a man. I don't know. I don't know who the other person is you're thinking of. There were a lot of people at different times that played. Jordan, maybe. No, you got Jordan. Anyway, just put your rocks in there. It wasn't Ryan, because Ryan didn't come until later. I don't know. Oh, was it Aaron? Aaron was around here for quite a long time. I still talk to Aaron a lot. He just doesn't play games anymore. See, now we got 1,000 liters in here. All you gotta do is just so. Uh, Activate. And there you go. That's all you gotta do. Was there a John? I don't know. I don't remember a John, but that doesn't mean there wasn't. There was so many people that were around in the early days of the channel that I don't remember a lot of them. And it's not because I don't remember them as people. I just my brain doesn't remember a lot of that older stuff anymore. There's a lot of things that go into that, but it's a direct result of the all the years in the fire service. There's a lot of things that happened. Really, you probably know what I'm talking about anyway, but it's just my brain doesn't process certain things. So, yeah. People's names, it's kind of amazing. I will forget somebody's name right after they've told me it. It's kind of silly. And it's not because they're not important, it's just, it's short-term memory. It's just heavily affected by a lot of things. You know, I don't talk about it too much because it was kind of a, but it's part of why I took the time off that I did, because there was some pretty dark moments going on at that time that I don't talk about too much to people. And that's pretty much as much as I'll say about it, is that it was all related, and it was bad. It was bad stuff. But I don't live behind it, I mean, or, you know, under it anymore. It's all, everything now is about what's happening today, and how good I'm feeling about the future and all that. So I came back to streaming, because I really felt like it was time to kind of get back out into my community of my peers, you know, and hang out with some people. But I'm a firm believer in you have to decide that today is the most important day, and if you don't do that, you know, a lot of people don't. A lot of people are like, oh, woe is me, and I get it. Not everybody's life is perfect, but if you let that stuff build up, it's gonna affect you badly. It's not worth it. The world around us does enough of that already. We don't need to make it worse on beating up ourselves, you know? Just my opinion. I need a bigger bucket. We need a mega bucket, that's what we need. Yeah, but this is all there is to it. It's just build this thing up, and same with the other one, just fill it up with stone and add some water to that one. It's super easy productions. There's not much to them. If you don't use the lime, sell it. Well, lime sells for a pretty decent amount most of the year, so it's just a simple little thing. And I put all this stone in here to get you started, but just collect all your stone, and pretty soon there's even a sell point, not a sell point, it's a buy point basically, but you don't have to buy the stone. If you go down to go almost directly south of the farm, by the main road, there's a building down there that if you buy the land, it actually has the stone on Riverbend Springs. There was a place where you could get the stone dredged out of the river. It would pile the stone up. Well, I basically took that piler thingy, whatever, and put it on a building and stuck that down there. So it kind of looks like you're getting stone from underground or whatever, right? Or out of a building that's maybe being processed or something. But if you buy that land, it's an unlimited supply of stone. You can use it for whatever you want. Put it in these mods, right? Or just pick it up and sell it if you wanted. Anyway, that's all there is to it. Simple. Let me see if I can. I'll show you that what I was talking about. The piler. It's down here. If you go straight down here below 7, you'll see this is a cell station. There is the quarry from, what's the name of that map? The fishing map. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, it's from the expansion, and then the biomass heat plant is here. But you can, if you buy this piece of land, this great big piece of land here, I'll show you what's down there. Kinlag, yeah. So all this land has, there's your biomass heating plant. There's a bunch of trees on it. There's a bunch of stuff, right? These bunkers right here, not bunkers, these silos are just decorative. They don't actually do anything. But look over here. Look what it's doing. It's just piling this stuff up. Now you can't pick this up if you don't own the land. It won't let you. But once you buy the land, you can have all this stone. Do anything you want with it. It just runs 24/7. Just keeps kicking out stone. I don't know what they're doing in that building, but they're giving us stone, so. Oh gosh. No. Another thing I thought was funny, I'll show you guys this because this is funny. So, I put this in the map a while back, and recently I saw it come out on Mod Hub as a mod. Does it look familiar? This is a sell point. Now, the one that's on the Mod Hub has a purchase point and a sell point and some other stuff added into it. But I was like, wait, that's the thing I put in the map. It's kind of funny. A little bit funny. Not entirely funny. Kind of funny. This is the second gas station down here. Your propane. This is where you buy your propane for if you're going to use the dryer on the farm. See what I mean about the weirdness with the textures? It's so weird, and I don't know why it does it. I can't figure it out. I've tried everything to correct that, and I don't know what's happening. It happens to me on, there's another map, Hawkeye Creek. It happens to me on that map too. So I don't know. But a lot of other people say it doesn't happen to them. I don't get it. It's very confusing. Let's see, what else is over here? There's your cereal factory. Oh, here's your cereal factory. That's the in-game cereal factory. There's some houses down through here. This is basically the neighborhood. The residential neighborhood on the map. This is the concrete plant over here. I rebuilt this. It's different in the base game, and I just took some of the pieces and I made it this way because I wanted it to be different. So you saw gravel and stone there. So all that stone that we're picking up could go in here if we wanted to. But this is the, and over here is where the different products come out. And you go up through town, there's the other gas station. So there's 2 gas stations on the map. This is a spinnery. Productions are so loud. That's the big blue warehouse out there. It's just, I don't know, I show it all of you guys. If you ever get a chance to play it, I want you to have some things to go find. You know what I mean? You will get a chance to play it, because I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it moved. I just haven't gotten there yet. And started it, I just haven't finished it yet. But it's so weird, because all of these things, they have all this blur on them, like this. Ah, almost got hit. Like this has the blurriness to the front of, well, that not so bad, but some of it does. And it doesn't do that on the other map that I put it on. It's the same house, or the same spinnery. All these same items. Textures are the same and everything. Haven't updated them, haven't done anything to them. Jaybird, yeah. I remember Blazed Gaming. Jaybird, he was around here for a long, long time. I haven't talked to him recently, but I know he's still around. This is the shop, the vehicle shop. I don't know if you guys had seen this yet. Anyway, I'm not going to go around the whole rest of it because I want you guys to see some of this on your own. Ah, that was my controller. Did you hear that? All right. Well, I think what we're going to do now is Blazed Gaming. Who was that? I can't remember who that was. All right, guys. Well, I think it's getting late here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight. But I'm going to try to be back on Friday night. Probably we'll do some Ohio on Friday night, I think. And we'll kind of see where it goes. But anyway, thanks for coming tonight and hanging out. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you next time around. I hope you come back. Don't forget to hit that like button. Excuse me, don't forget to hit that like button and the follow button. Again, like I said, it does make a big difference with YouTube, especially if you just take a second and like the video. And definitely share the channel, because gosh, I mean, the best way to get the word out there is for everybody to share it with their friends. Y'all know who's into farm sim and who's not, so better than I do. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, we will see you next time. Have a great night. Take care of each other. Be safe out there. We'll see you.
so high. Feet on the ground, but I still get by. Rules were made for someone else to try, but not me, not me. They said slow down, son, take your time. But I was born running every stop sign. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight. Every doubt just feeds a flame. Every scar reminds me why I came. I've been broke, I've been blessed, carry faith in an empty chest till now. The stars are down like good old friends, saying, boy, don't stop where the sky just ends. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold.